Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs did win last night on Friday night, Black Friday Night Football, with the refs' help, right? But they are still 11.
Cheaters.
They are still 11-1 on the season. The last 2 weeks they have struggled at best, right? They had to get a last-second field goal to beat the Panthers, and they had to have a last-second turnover to beat the Las Vegas Raiders last night on Black Friday Football. So the question is, guys, are we worried about the Kansas City Chiefs? Are we worried about the dynasty being over? Are we worried about the three-peat being over? Are we worried about them not even making it to the playoffs or out of the first round of the playoffs? So, spoiler alert, guys, the Kansas City Chiefs are the first team to lock in their playoff spots. The Kansas City Chiefs are guaranteed to have a shot to three-peat this season. They're locked into the playoffs. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs have played some of their worst football this last month. These last 2 weeks, right? But let's flash back to last season. Last December, all they had to do was win one game. They didn't win a whole game in the month of December. They were playing some of the worst football I've ever seen. But you know what? They got right. They won it to the Super Bowl. These last 2 weeks, arguably, some of the worst football I've seen all season long by anybody have been from the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody keeps telling me in my post, the dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. But every year you guys say that, they keep winning. They win more Super Bowls. They do this. They do that. This season, they are struggling. There is no hiding it. They are struggling at offensive tackle, left offensive tackle. The black guy has been benched twice now. I don't know why he keeps getting in there, but they benched him twice. Guys, are we worried about the Kansas City Chiefs moving forward? Are we worried that the, quote, dynasty is over? Are we worried that the three-peat is in jeopardy? Mark, I know you love talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and about how great they are. Tell me to tell the fans to slow it down, baby.
I'm going to tell the fans and also you, Buck, you need to simmer down now, okay? Because I'm telling you, the Chiefs didn't really look that good against the Raiders. There was no passing touchdown. Wait, okay, there was one passing touchdown that Mahomes had. He was 28 for 48, which is half of his completions. Like,
you're going to make me throw up with these stats.
And like I told you during the game, in our group text, that all your wide receivers had a case of the drops, all of them. Like, it was terrible. Like, so you can't really put a lot of that on Mahomes because a lot of those guys should have had a lot of those balls. But I think their defense has been less than. Their offense has been less than. They are not going to three-peat, Buck. I'm sorry. This is not going to happen. It's going to be the Bills or the Ravens. It's not going to be the Chiefs this year. There's a reason why there has never been a three-peat, and there's a reason why no team that's went back-to-back has even appeared in the Super Bowl.
I mean, yes, winning football games is hard in the NFL, Mark. Winning 2 games in the NFL is hard. Winning a Super Bowl is even harder. Winning 2 Super Bowls back-to-back is even harder. Hoffy, the Patriots could never do it. The Kansas City Chiefs are on pace now. They can actually...
No, Patriots did it.
Not three-peat.
No. 3. If you're talking the 3 in a row, no. But
no, not 3 in a row. I'm talking about back-to-back.
Hoffy, should the Kansas City Chiefs fans be worried?
As long as you have Patrick Mahomes, there is reason not to worry. But yes, I do believe that there is some skepticism here that would have some Chiefs fans worried. Buffalo Bills, they played the Chiefs pretty well. They were able to take Kelsey out. They limited Mahomes. I think the Ravens are another team that could give them trouble. I know that we talk about Lamar Jackson's struggles in the playoffs, but
he's got Derrick Henry now.
Yeah, they have Henry, and the Chiefs haven't been as vulnerable as they are now. So yes, they're vulnerable, but as long as you have Patrick Mahomes and it's a one-possession game, I'll take those chances all day. But you really need to step on the throat of the Kansas City Chiefs if and when you get that opportunity. That is the only way that you're going to take them out.
Yeah, and even then, they still have a fighting chance, right? They have a shank in the back of their pocket. They have the shank in the referee's pocket. They have their shanks. They're going to get out of it, right? But Kansas City Chiefs fans in general, people that keep telling me that the dynasty is over, right? Hoffy, how many Super Bowls did the New England Patriots win with Tom Brady? Was it 7? 6, 7?
6.
6, right? Like basically Tom Brady went to 12 Super Bowls and won 6, right? He was 1 for 1, right? Well, I think that's what it was. Or no. Was he 6 for? I can't remember.
6 with 8 with us, and then he won 1 with the Bucks.
Yeah. So what
So
that being
7 of
said
9.
is he went to 8 Super Bowls, only won 6. Won back-to-back once, right? Just because you don't make it to the Super Bowl every year, guys, that doesn't mean the dynasty is over, right? It doesn't mean that the season's a wash. It mean it is only 2 teams make it to the Super Bowl. 30 other or 29 other teams, like, man, we wish we could have made it, just like the Kansas City Chiefs, right? I mean, if the Chiefs don't make it, there's 29 other teams that do not make it as well. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Andrew Reid in the playoffs are 15-3, Hoffy. They're 15-3. Puke those stats up, right? You do not bet against the Kansas City Chiefs with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Hoffy, you did it last year, and it bit you in the ass not once, not twice, but 3 times. Did it not?
I was on the Chiefs last year, and same with this year. I will not go against him in the playoffs. But this conversation just brings me, reminds me of, was it Trent Dilfer? I don't think he has a job anymore because of this commentary. But after the Patriots got absolutely destroyed at Cincinnati on a Sunday night or Monday night, and he sat up there saying, "Let's just face it, the Patriots are not good anymore." And then they went on to win the Super Bowl that year and ended up getting, I think, another 3 and 4 years. So, again, I think you have to step on the Chiefs' throats, and that's a tough task because, like you said, they still have the refs in their back pocket, and then they got a shank in the other one. So,
yeah. So we actually had a poll, guys, over here on our Facebook page. If you haven't voted yet, go over there and vote, because I think it was Jay Seedy said, "Hey, put this poll up." And basically the question was, do the refs favor the Kansas City Chiefs? Yes or no? It was simple yes or no question. And like, of course, he wanted to say, oh, you need to put if they're a Kansas City Chiefs fan or not. No, it's a yes or no. And I said no. Obviously, I'm a homer because I said no. But Mark, you have been on the side of a call that has gone the other way when the Denver Broncos played the Kansas City Chiefs. You, as a logical thinker, as a fan of not the Kansas City Chiefs, let me put this lightly. You hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Do you think the referees favor the Kansas City Chiefs?
I hate that you asked me this question, man.
Because they don't.
I think, like I said off air, I think a lot of calls go their way. It's just how it goes, sometimes for them. And I think the reason why they do it, it's just, I hate to say this, but it's like the Brady, dude. Like, he gets the Brady treatment. Like, Brady got
don't bring him into this conversation.
Yes, I'm gonna bring it into it, Hoppy. I'm gonna bash both of you guys for a second here, okay? And they both are the GOAT. They're the favorite of the NFL, so of course the NFL is not gonna let them look bad. So yeah, they're gonna get all the favorable calls, and it's gonna be like that. So like I've said before, Mahomes gets the Brady treatment, and he's gonna continue to get it.
Hoffy, bring some logic to this conversation.
I don't think the refs favor the Chiefs. I think the refs favor Las Vegas. And by Las Vegas, I mean the casinos.
Gambling.
I think that's where the favoritism comes in. And I think Combs has gone on a rant many times about this, and I agree with him. I think that, they're aware of what's going on in Vegas, and, they got to cover that spread and take care of the money. Otherwise, they're out of job.
Jeez.
Tell me I'm wrong, Buck.
You are wrong. The NFL is not rigged. Just like it is not. And like Jim Powell says, Noah Gray will cause Patrick Mahomes to stay longer than he should in the NFL, but he will start his Aaron Rodgers downfall very, very soon. Hasn't Aaron Rodgers been in the NFL for like 15 years? Patrick Mahomes hasn't even hit double digits yet. Come on.
I really hope that asshole retires, though. Please.
Aaron Rodgers is going to the Minnesota Vikings. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
He's got to finish the trifecta, right?
Yeah.
Like the Brett Favre trifecta.
So Jay says that seems pretty valid as well. Vegas is the real gangsters. So
See?
Let me try to explain the way Combs did, right? Like Combs is like, because we have been on this rigged NFL now, for like 3 years now, guys, right? Like it has really hit in the limelight now the last 2 years or so, right? And Combs says the NFL is not rigged per se, but in the fourth quarter, you've seen the referees, right? They have those 4 little monitors on a lot, just like on their back. One goes to New York, one talks to the other people, one talks to the crowd, and then one of them talks to some other people, right? And those other people are Vegas, right? And Combs believes like Vegas is like, hey, there's about 15 million people betting the over on this game that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win by 10 points. Let's make it a 9-point game. And so like that is how they're saying that the NFL is rigged. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. It is tough for me to comprehend that. Laura says the NFL is ran by the mafia, as stepfather used to say. Go ahead, Mark.
They control the lines, man. But I'm gonna always say that the house always wins. So, like, all you gamblers out there, watch out. Like, you're never gonna be the winner that you think you'll be. Period.
I am up 12,000 this season.
Well, good for you.
I'm just saying.
But most people, the house always wins.
I go to Las Vegas every year for work. The first year I was there, you have to like buy the little card with the money, so I put $20 on it. Played the automatic roulette machine and accidentally bet like all black and an odd number and won like $500. I have never gambled since. I won't even do the stupid penny slot machines. I'm going out ahead.
Jim Powell says the Chiefs are one of the most penalized teams in the league. A well-placed stab wounds only bleeds, not kill. So basically, Jim is saying, hey, yes, the Chiefs do get flagged a lot, quarters 1 through 3. But then the fourth quarter, that whistle gets swollen a little bit. That fourth quarter, the flag is going to go against the Raiders. The flag's going to go against the Broncos. But when you look at the stats, hey, the Chiefs have 15 flags to your 6.